Hey guys, welcome back to the cheat code. So, I've been mentioning a lot lately that I am very behind in a lot of readings and a lot of things going on. And I'm probably going to sound like a broken record, but I think it's just going to be this way until things change. But I've been going through a lot of ascension symptoms, and along with that comes spiritual attacks and just the combination of both. I don't even know what I could compare it to. It's just like you have the flu plus some other illness, and it's just there's not really any medication or anything that you could really do to kind of make it any better. It disrupts your sleep. It confuses your mind. It gives you brain fog. It does all kinds of physical symptoms to you, pain, sharp pains, all kinds of things. The best solution for anybody that might be going through what's even like a sliver of what I'm going through is definitely to get outside, get outdoors, try and be active. When I say active, don't push yourself if you're physically in a lot of pain, but just try and get some sun, try and get some fresh air. Of course, do your due diligence, drink your water, and make sure you have your UVA, UVB protection stuff on. But the intention of me making this video has to do with the singer David. So my guides wanted me for a very long time to be watching his videos, or the videos at least about him. And I kind of had a off and on situation where I listened to a couple of the songs that they were saying had to do with who he is being charged with um, taking their life, Celeste, and and I did find the songs to be very disturbing considering, everything that had been going on, and what he had been accused of. And I saw, bits and pieces of things about, people having found the car and the odor and all the rest of that stuff. I did a little video, just kind of giving a short version of what I was kind of picking up and what I felt to be the case. And I have gotten since then some channeled messages. I haven't been able to do much recording lately, but I hope to do it very, very soon. But recently, with the autopsy information being revealed, one of the first things that I was picking up is I felt like she was hogtied. I don't know if that's some information that's been released, but that's one of the first things that I was gathering. Um, what I was getting from my spirit guides is that it was something ritualistic. I'm inclined to believe that that's the case even through the fog that I'm experiencing, because if they're saying that he took out her eye and took off her fingers and was doing things, I was trying to figure out what was he going to do with that, especially if a decomposing body creates that odor. Was he going to put it in a refrigerator? Like, what was he going to do with it? And they gave me a visual of, I don't even, oh, now they're saying it's embalming fluid or something like that. It's like they're giving me a visual of a jar with like a yellowish, almost something that you would put like pickles in. It's some kind of like yellowish, greenish kind of fluid in a jar. That's what they were showing me. I don't know if that's literal or if it's just as an example of how you preserve it. So they were giving me some kind of ritualistic something. They're also referencing his I don't know, they want me to say obsession with anime. So I haven't watched a lot of anime, but as far as I know, I don't want to say as far as I know, but I know that in some anime there is like some violence where you see a lot of, even though it is not real, you see a lot of blood squirting, a lot of sword fighting and things of that nature. So I don't know if he became desensitized to those sorts of things, especially being isolated as a child, um, which I will get into in another video. The last thing that I wanted to mention, besides the hog tying that I was getting, was I did feel that he was trying to stab her in the heart, and that came to light with the autopsy. um, and there was something else I'm missing right now. Um, I just keep getting something about rituals and timing and something in relation to a Masonic ritual. I still don't even quite understand what that means, but I've been getting that a lot for a lot of different people. I have to look into the details because it could be like not a metaphor, but just it could be like a an example. I can't even I can't find the word. I don't know. They're giving me euphemism as well. I'm just starting and stopping as I'm getting messages because they're still, my guides are still channeling messages to me, but they keep reiterating embalming fluid. Um, and just something like ritualistic. I was also channeling the song from them. They were giving me the song Swim Good by Frank Ocean. And I was trying to remember the lyrics. I'm going to have to go over it again. But I remember there's a part where he's talking about driving around in his car and the trunk was bleeding or something like that. So, yeah, they're just essentially saying to just do a reading on it, to like make time to just do the reading on it, to get the information out altogether. In addition to that, there was some intuitive information that I picked up about Ashley Janae. I think her last name is Janae. Um, yeah, there was some information I picked up about that, and then other information that I was getting as channeled messages as well. So I think I'll do that as a separate post, but I'm not sure if they're guiding me to do a reading about it. I think it's just because a lot of information has already come out about it. I think it's just mainly what channeled messages I received and then what I was getting intuitively. So thanks again for bearing with me, sticking with me through my journey. And check out my other videos again on all my platforms. Any platform that you're on, just check out the cheat code 111. You should be able to find me there. And until next time, it's the cheat code. Okay, so right after I finished recording, I started getting some more channeled messages. And I don't know which album this is, but I think it's an album that he released after Celeste had passed. It is like a black and white cover. And I guess people were saying that, based on a video I had seen a little earlier, they were saying that there was symbolism represented in the cartoons or the drawings that he had made. Um, I'm not sure again if the cover, I believe it was made possibly, I don't know obviously when he physically drew it, but I think it's something that was released. They're saying post mortem, so I guess after she had passed away. And again, there was symbolism representing the wounds that she had received based on the autopsy. And when I was looking at the, trying to just follow along with the video I was watching, and I guess the theory that they were saying that he had basically been revealing what had happened through the imagery, my guides were saying that the people that were in the background, because I didn't see him, I was like, which one is him? Because I think there's three people, and one where they're saying was Celeste, and then I don't know who the other two people were. I was like, is one of those him? And then the person that was doing the video kind of panned out a little further, and then you see him. And they were telling me before I saw that, they were saying that those were his followers. And I vaguely remember, well, I say vaguely because it's just everything's a little bit foggy, but I remember him having and saying that he had an alter ego. And it's something I'm going to get it mixed up, but I'm going to be prepared a little bit more next time. But there's just a lot of information coming in at the same time that it had something to do with his alter ego, and that he, I guess the alter ego did have followers that were basically doing whatever he said or something along those lines. Also, after I stopped recording, the lyrics started playing to more of the Frank Ocean song. And I'm just going to insert a little portion, not of the actual song, but just of the song lyrics that my guides were playing for me. That is relevant to, I guess, the experience that they believe either he had or his mental state or something along those lines. But I guess what is still yet to be revealed is what was his motive for what he had done. And even more importantly, how did he manage to have that mental state where he could actually commit that sort of crime and then still carry on with his life as if it was normal? So, again, it's the cheat code, and until next time.